This tutorial is going to teach you how to create your own custom first-person ARM rig. So first you're going to need to open up 3ds, go to Mac Script, Run Script, and GBX Model Importer, load, and navigate to your Halo Custom Edition tags, characters, cyborg, first person, and open up the fp.gbx model. You're going to want to check import all nodes as bones, and import. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and hide the mesh for now. And these bones are obviously far too big to really work with, so I'm going to go ahead and select each one. And I'm going to set these ones all to 2. And then I'm going to set the hands to 0.7 by 0.2. And I'm going to set all of the fingers to 0.7 by 0.7. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the video recorder and finish that up because there's so many of them. And then I'll start it back up. Alright, now that we've got all of those changed, I'm going to go ahead and save this. Call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it FP Tutorial Rig. Okay, now you can go ahead and unhide the mesh. I'm assuming you have a custom set of arms you're rigging, but I'm just going to rig the Master Chief arms. So I'm going to go ahead and delete my skin modifier. I'm going to turn on back face cull. You don't have to do that, but I just like doing it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a skin modifier. So turn on edit envelopes. Now you're going to want to go to add for bones and add all of these bones. Okay, now go back up and turn on vertices and open the weight tool. So the way this works is you're going to select a bone, like left upper arm, and you're going to want to select all of the verts that need to be weighted to that bone. Starting with the ones that need to be weighted 100% to the bone, and then moving on if there are any bones that need to be weighted only partially to it. Alright, so I've got all of these. I'm going to go ahead and click 1 to weight them entirely to the bone. One other thing you'll probably want to do is go ahead and scroll down in here and open up advanced parameters and set the bone effect limit to 2. Halo only supports verts being weighted to a maximum of 2 bones. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the left forearm. And again, grab all of the bones that I want weighted to this. Or all of the verts that I want weighted to it. And make sure you don't select any of these verts on the hand here. So do not want those weighted to the forearm. Alright, and set that to 1. And I got 1 extra there. Alright, that looks about right. Okay, perfect. Now, if you unselect that and select this bone, you can rotate it and you'll see that the arm now follows the bone. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the mesh and I'm going to move on to the left wrist. Oops. Turn this back on. Alright. So, same thing, except I'm going to go ahead and select the entire hand and rig it to the wrist to start with. And then as we rig it to the fingers, it'll lose its wrist weight. Make sure you select all of these verts down in here Alright, now I'm going to move to the left index low. It's going to be the first joint of this finger. Alright, now for the finger, I'm going to go ahead and select these verts right here, set them to 0.5. That should help it bend a little bit more naturally. Alright, and then next is going to be the mid, index mid. So, again, select all the verts that you want. Make sure you're not selecting anything on the other arm. And then the tip. Alright, next finger. Basically, you're just going to keep on doing this for each finger. I'm going to go ahead and check this, make sure it's working properly. Just grab that bone. Yep. Alright, looks good. I'm going to go ahead and include all of this in the tutorial, but if you get the idea, you can pause here and do this part yourself and then just skip to when I finish this arm. But you're not going to want to continue to the next arm yet because you don't actually have to do all of this for the next arm. That should be the whole arm. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the mesh and Oops. Come on. Freeze selection, so that I can easily select the bones underneath it. Oops. Okay, I'm not sure why I can't select the bones. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what caused that problem, but I got it fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze the mesh, and I'm going to select each bone here and just test it out. Oh, and I missed the thumb. Alright, unfreeze. There we go. Okay, the thumb is a little trickier because of the way it meets with the hand. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab selection. Okay, I've got 3 bones here. So alright, the first one is going to affect these fully, and then I'm going to get a couple of these around the edge here and attach them 0.5 to that bone. Alright, now the left thumb mid, I'm going to grab as always, make sure you're not grabbing anything on the opposite arm. That would cause problems. Alright. Now the tip. Okay, I think I've got everything now. So I'll go ahead and freeze the mesh again. Oops. And select the bones. Oh, come on. Alright, I'll pick this up in the next video.